How many times can I say the word horror in a video? Sup nerds, welcome back to my channel. My name's Maddie. If you're new here, I hope your day's going well. I have no plan for this video. None whatsoever. So I haven't put makeup on in like well over a month, I think. Maybe not that long, but like it's been a minute. I haven't sat down to film in ages. I have been planning so many videos. I've started so many vlogs. I've also thought about deleting my whole channel and disappearing from the internet entirely. It's been a while, but I miss y'all. I miss YouTube. I want to keep doing it, and I allow myself every now and then to bail. And I think a lot of you have noticed that I kind of drop off every now and then I come back. And I'm so glad that you guys stick around and just kind of hang out until I come back, which is great. And other than that, let's just move on. I didn't make any plans for this video other than to just update you guys on A, what's going on in my life, which I think we've covered already, and B, what I've been reading, my reading plans, and C, other shit, I don't know. Let's just dive into some of the books that I'm reading, right? Let's do that. Here's some of them. So I have been in a massive reading slump, as you do when you're depressed. And I think it might have been because of this book. This is Hot Pterodactyl Boyfriend. I bet you can read that. I bet it doesn't make any sense to you. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. I read it because I thought I was going to make a rant review on it. But it's so bad that I legitimately couldn't make a rant review on it. It made me, A, incredibly angry, and B, it wasn't even memeable. Like, it was just so fucking bad that I couldn't even really make fun of it to the best of my ability. And honestly, Cindy from Read with Cindy or with Cindy or whatever her channel name is now, made a better video about it where she juxtaposed it on Michelle Obama's book. That was just so much better, and I honestly should have just not picked up that book. On the subjects of rant reviews though, because I hate myself, I am reading 365 Days right now. If you guys don't know what that is, don't look it up. Don't watch the movie. Don't pick up the book. But the book, it was translated from Polish, and I can't tell if it's just me, but like I've been trying to like get into like the TikTok romance books that have been like super popular, and none of them are written well, and they're all pretty fucking trash. No offense to y'all if you really like that, but I'm gonna stand by it. Those books are pretty trash. But 365 Days, I'm not sure if it was just because it was edited and translated from a different language, but it actually reads better than a lot of the shit that I've read that has been popularized on TikTok that wasn't translated from other languages. So I don't know what that's about, but like, yeah, so maybe I'll do a review on that if you guys are interested. I still have to finish it, which has been a little bit of a problem. I haven't been finishing books. Have been starting books and then not finishing them. So it's been great. Moving on to the stack of books that I'm currently in the middle of. On the top we've got Bitch. I don't know if I mentioned this in a video. I don't think I did. But I picked this up from a thrift store, and it is In Praise of Difficult Women by Elizabeth Wurtzel. This is a kind of like collection of essays written in the 90s by this woman who was addicted to Adderall and Prozac, I'm pretty sure. Like, just prescription drugs in general. And this book reads like she was addicted to focus-enhancing drugs. Because, oh my dear Lord, is there some of the most interesting run-on sentences in this book. And the theories and the feminism is quite interesting. Not very intersectional because it was written in the 90s, but it is interesting. As you can see, I'm not very far through because it is exhausting to read, but I do want to finish it. And I do want to finish it this month. More on that later. But yeah, so there's this one to start us off with, other than, you know, 365 days. On a completely different note, I have started a book club. I've started a horror book club. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you may have seen this. If you are interested in being part of the book club, please follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and I will send you the Discord link. But our first book that we are reading is Nosferatu by Joe Hill. Since it is brand new, we are going to continue this into September. I don't honestly know if I'm going to do live shows or if I'm going to do just like chatting in the Discord group as of yet for like how we're going to do this. So if you would like live shows, or if you want to be part of the book club, please hang out. It's called Horror Ho. That is our book club name, and it is specifically to read more horror. I have not actually read as much horror as I thought I had, and I'm really interested in getting into more classic horror and just horror in general. How many times can I say the word horror in a video? But yeah, so it's almost spooky time. Well, it's actually spooky time for me because, like, you know, it's August. Spooky time already started, like, beginning of July for me, but whatever. But yeah, so I have started this, and I had no idea this was set during, like, well, not during, but like this has like a Christmas-y vibe, and I wish I had pushed this one off until later, but I really wanted to read this for a while, so I'm very excited about it. I didn't take a thumbnail. Fudge. And another book that I am a decent chunk through, considering the fact that it's meaty as fuck, is The Historian by Elizabeth Costova. Allie from Hardback Hoarder was like raving about this in one of her, like, I think her vampire video, and then she recently talked about it somewhere, I don't recall where, and I was like, huh, it's about Dracula, or like the history of Dracula, not like nonfiction. This is a fiction novel following a girl whose dad was involved in some sort of secret society involving Dracula, kind of something like that. Badly explained. But it is really good so far. I do want to get the audiobook. I think that I will continue this into September just because it is quite chunky, but I am excited for it. It is written quite well. I really do enjoy it. I honestly think that I would love to have a paperback copy of this to annotate, and also it's so heavy. Hardbacks nowadays, I do not like holding them because my wrists hurt real bad from doing that. And the book that I'm currently focusing on probably for this weekend is the Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. I am currently almost halfway, which, case in point, is pretty much all of these books. I really enjoy this so far. It's about a family that moves into the dad's estranged father's home, kind of like in the countryside of some northeastern United States state. What the fuck? It was a little weird though, because when I started this, I realized that the wife, or the mom of the family, her name is Maddie. My name. Same name. If you didn't realize my name is Maddie, that's my name. And she goes by Mads, which is the name that I kind of prefer recently. And her husband's name is Nate, and that happens to be my twin's name. And that was a little weird for me. It was a little weird, but the way this is written is so well done. I also haven't really seen a lot of really lengthy horror novels. I follow Chuck Wendig on Twitter for like years. I have just never gotten around to reading anything by him, and so far I am completely engrossed in the way that he writes his horror. It's very interesting that I'm halfway through and I'm not quite sure what exactly we're going for here. There just seems to be a lot of really interesting blends of horror that I wasn't expecting and I'm thoroughly enjoying, and it's so far really very, very good. And so on to reading plans. I am very excited to potentially, hopefully, dive into the magical readathon, the magical readathon hosted by G from Book Roast. I know that she actually modified this entire readathon to go from the Harry Potter readathon that she had it to an entirely new world that she created. That is just absolutely insane to me. It is so beautiful how she put this together. It is so interesting. And even though I have been very mood focused, I really, really want to participate this year in this incredible readathon that she created. Also, I kind of want to participate in Becca's Bookopoly event as well, though that one may be a little bit more difficult just because I haven't been reading all that much lately, as you can probably tell, and I don't really know how well blending 2 month-long readathons is gonna work for me, but we will see. I think I'll do a completely separate TBR video, so please stick around for that if you're interested. I am so excited. If you are participating in the Magical Readathon, please let me know. I would love to chat and talk about like all of the fun stuff. I'm part of the Discord group right now, but I haven't really said anything because I'm nervous to participate in things where there's a lot of people. So if, yeah, cool. What? Considering the fact that I haven't been reading, I have been filling my times with other things, and those things include watching a lot of HBO because my brother and I just got that. And I have been playing a fuck ton of Animal Crossing. I found that if I have a TV show playing on my computer, I can also play Animal Crossing, and then I will never have an actual cohesive thought in my brain because I'm just shoving so much content into my face. I can't think. It's super ideal. I highly recommend it. But yeah, so I've been also binging a shit ton of True Blood. I never ended up finishing this. I remember it starting or watching a little bit of it back in the ye day. So I've been binging it, and I am now into season 4, and I think we've only really had HBO for like the last like 2 weeks tops. So that's all I've been doing, and it's been amazing. Love that for me. But yeah. What else have I been doing? Working. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I saw Suicide Squad. Absolutely fucking loved it. So much fun. I definitely think that it has so much more heart, obviously, than the first one. And the people that want the Ayer cut released of the previous Suicide Squad, no, stop it. We don't need that. Cut it out. And I also saw The Green Knight with my brother, and it was beautiful. Dev Patel is... There's not even words to express my absolute love for that man. So yeah, obviously The Green Knight and Suicide Squad do not have a lot of like correlations, so definitely know what you're getting yourself into if you're gonna go watch The Green Knight and Suicide Squad, because Suicide Squad was incredibly gory, super fun, but incredibly gory. So yeah. Now I don't want to make any big promises or give you guys any more hints about what I want to do video wise coming up in this next month or so, but I will say that I will probably be pretty active as possible on Instagram, Twitter, and my TikTok, just because I like making short form content, taking pictures, and editing videos. Well, actually, sitting down to film has been the biggest difficulty for me. So hopefully I get over that, and I hope that you guys are having a lovely end of the summer. You know, it's actually one of the first times I've been able to go outside and it not be 110 degrees. Why? No one cares, Maddie. What was I gonna do? I don't remember. But yeah, I don't want to make any big promises right now because I know that if I push myself to film, I won't film. And I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that the content that I'm making for you guys is fun and exciting. And if you guys are having fun and watching this, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad to be making content. And I hope that in the future I will manage my time better to make sure that the stuff that I do want to make, I don't stress myself out too much about, which is very difficult for me. Very difficult. But YouTube brings me so much joy, and I really want to continue making content, so I'm back. Maybe. Hopefully. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Bye!